It's July 1st, 2024. I'm Todd Dunn. Today I'm aboard my 1973 Allied Princess 36 Sequester. But I don't want to talk about the boat today. It's time for my 16-month total knee replacement recovery video. Now I'm going to continue doing these videos until I feel like my knee has fully recovered, or at least has stabilized. And so the fact that I'm doing this video now 16 months out from my original surgery on February 28 last year indicates that my knee is not yet 100%. So where is my knee now, and what are the issues that I'm still feeling? What about movement, range of movement, and activities? Well, I can bend my right knee to within, maybe 5 degrees of what I can bend my left knee. So that isn't really a consideration. The knee is doing fine in that respect. I can straighten it completely, but I've been able to do that since right after I got out of surgery. I have plenty of strength. I can stand up. I do knee bends and that sort of thing as exercises, and I can go up and down stairs without any trouble, and I can move around on the boat here without any trouble, at least in terms of what my knee is capable of. Now, what's the issue though? Well, my knee still gets very stiff feeling, particularly if I sit for a while or at night. If I sit for a couple of hours reading a book or something like that, or go to bed, the next morning when I get up, or when I get out of the chair after reading for a while, my knee is really, really stiff, or at least it feels stiff, like it isn't going to bend. Like right now, I'm sitting here in the cockpit, my knee is bent, a little bit more than 90 degrees, and it feels a little stiff, like it's not going to bend. But, I can stand up, I can put my foot up here, and I can bend my knee quite easily. That's no issue at all to bend that far, which isn't very far, maybe 110. Except my pants are too tight to bend it any further. But, so, I can use it, it just feels stiff. And also, on the outside of my knee, the muscles, or possibly a tendon, feel really tight, and there's a little bit of kind of like the kind of pain you might feel if you overdo a stretch. And after a day on my feet, my quadriceps muscles in my right leg, particularly on the outside of the leg, get quite uncomfortable. Now, it doesn't mean I can't do things. I mean, if I want to, I can go for a 5-mile walk this afternoon and be just fine. But my leg will tell me it didn't like it. And, if I have to climb a big hill or go up 100 stairs, I can do that. So basically what it's come down to is I can do pretty much anything I want. I'm not really limited, except a little bit in bending. I can kneel if I want to. For example, let's see what happens. I'm going to kneel on the cockpit seat, left knee first, then my right knee, and pick up my left leg. So, I can kneel on a hard surface. It's a little uncomfortable, but I can do it. So, it's not, I don't have any limitations in what I do. It's just, I still have this very tight feeling, and after the course of a day, my quadriceps in particular are kind of really aching. And I've done lots of exercises. I don't think it's a strength issue with the quadriceps. I go up and down lots of steps every day. Typical day, I probably go up and down about 200 steps. Because I have a 3-story house. It's 28 steps from the ground floor to the top floor, and I go up and down quite a lot. So that isn't really an issue. And I think I've got no problem with strength. As a matter of fact, I can do one leg knee bend with my right leg. I can, you know, keep my left foot off the ground and do a one-legged knee bend. So I don't think the strength is an issue or anything. It's just something is unhappy in my knee. I'm concerned that I might be having an allergic reaction at some level to the metal in the implant. And to test that, I took some antihistamine, some Benadryl, which is a general antihistamine, to see if it had any effect. And I have to say I didn't really detect any noticeable impact of taking the antihistamine to see if that would cut down on anything. In other words, if it was an allergic reaction, there would be histamines in my leg and that would counteract them, but didn't seem to do much. I do, when I'm going to go out and do something, I do take some aspirin. I found that's probably the most effective drug to take to combat the unpleasantness in my leg. I tried acetaminophen, or the generic version of Tylenol, and it basically did nothing. I've also taken a lot of the generic version of Advil, which is ibuprofen, and that doesn't do much either. I don't like to take that because it's hard on your kidneys. So, you know, a few aspirin, took 2 aspirin about an hour before I came over here, and you know, it doesn't really make a difference sitting here, but when I'm you know, after I get home, I'll notice that maybe that has blunted the discomfort a little. So that's where I am, 16 months out. I will say that it's a little bit better than it was last month, and quite a bit better than it was at the 1 year point. At the 1 year point, and even last month, I was wrapping my knee with an elastic bandage pretty much every time I went out. And that really cut down on a lot of the discomfort. But I've more or less in the last 3 weeks or so stopped doing that. I haven't done it for quite a while. Now, I mean, it still helps a little bit, or it did the last time I tried it, but the negative of wrapping my leg with an elastic bandage is that it does mess up my circulation a little, and it actually makes the discomfort in my thigh worse. So the discomfort right around my knee is much less with the elastic bandage, but the thigh is worse. So, you know, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. And I've been able to go around and do what I need to do without that elastic bandage for the last 3 weeks with, you know, I'm no worse off than I was when I was wearing it. So that's where I am right now, 16 months after total knee replacement in my right knee. And, you know, could be better, but it could be a lot worse too. So, you know, if I was restricted in what I could do, I would be on the phone to the surgeon and saying, hey, something is really wrong. Let's get this fixed. But I'm not. So we're just going to let it ride until my next appointment with him, which is next March. So 8 months from now. Anyway, that's where I am at 16 months after my surgery. Thanks for watching.